Ministries. It's been like a year since I posted a last video. What a year it's been since then. A lot's happened spiritually, emotionally, life struggles, heart issues. It's been a real test. But God's faithful even when you don't see it. A lot of times in online public ministry, stuff like that, you only see the good side of stuff. You don't see the bad. You don't see the struggle. You don't see struggle with sin, struggle with life, with relationships, with people, even wrestling with God. You don't see that. I don't know, I guess it's because people don't like being transparent. But we see a lot of times God take people from glory to glory, but we don't see the two little markers in between that. We don't see the struggles, we don't see the temptations, we don't see the sin, we don't see the thoughts of people. Philippians 4:7 says that God will give you peace beyond all understanding. And I think that's very important to remember, especially like just speaking for myself. Like, I overthink a bunch. Like, that's my thing. I overthink even little things that probably seem stupid to people. That's just one of my things, one of my quirks, I guess. But I think it's very important to be transparent in ministry, just because, you may see people online that you like, and you don't really, they may not tell you like their struggles or anything like that, or what they've been through, what they're going through. It may seem like all peaches and cream, but in reality we know that's not true. But yeah, it's been a crazy year since the last time I posted a video. A lot's happened. Just life hitting me. Really a struggle between trying to walk that out, whether that be through heartbreak, through anything like that. To know that God's there in the midst of that, I think that's really cool. I remember hearing someone that I look up to saying that he was dreaming or something like that, and he was in the middle of a field, and in this field he seen Jesus like extending his hand out, like saying, hey, like, come on, there's more to me. Like, saying like, hey, come on, like, you may stumble, but like, come on, push through it, like, follow me. Like, there's more to me than what you think. And I think that's awesome. That's a beautiful picture of Jesus, of walking with Jesus, is that there's more to him than what we just think in the moment. And to know that Jesus is close to you, like a friend, like a best friend, like someone who knows you more intimate than you even know yourself. Sorry, there's cars honking for some reason. I'm in a parking lot, which is, I don't know. It's the only place I could get good light in here because my lights in the van don't work. But anyway, it's very important in ministry to be transparent with anyone and everyone. This past year, it's been crazy. I think it's important to remember that a lot of times God will put you in a situation and it may not turn out what you originally thought it would be. Like, his ways are always higher than our ways, and we may not get all the answers we want this side of eternity. But to know that God's plan is perfect, even though you may not see it. Like, for instance, I struggle with surrender a lot myself. Like, I don't like surrendering things. I don't like change. I hate change. Like, that's a big thing for me, is I hate anything that changes. Like, even small things, like, I don't know, like something moving around where a spot where I keep it. I don't like that. Like, change is not a friend of mine. But even struggling with like surrender and stuff like that, it's important to remember, I'm talking to myself more than anything, that what you surrender to God in your prayer life, in just life in general, that to put it in His hands and know that His will's perfect, even though we may want a different outcome, even though we may be expecting something to happen right then and there. We're in a real microwave kind of generation, like instant, like gratification. And that's not how God works. Like, God is patient beyond our understanding. And I think that's hard to grasp a lot of times, because we want something like right now. Like, we want to be like, okay, God, like, answer this prayer like right now. Like, I may be saying like I'm gonna wait, but I don't really want to wait. You get it? But yeah, I'll probably go further on to things in another video, because I do want to post more videos on the channel, especially because I haven't done it in a long time, just because that's life. But to know that, I think it's important to know that even though we may struggle with different things, different times in our life, different moments of grief, of heartbreak, of surrender, to just let it all be in God's hands. Like, to let it all be surrendered to Him, even though it's hard for us, to know that He has a plan that's greater than what we would perceive it to be. Who knows, like, the thing you may have been praying for may not happen like right now, like we may want it to, but it's gonna happen eventually if it's God's will. Like, His will is perfect, and I think it's important to just grasp that, and to wait on the Lord to see what He does in your life, and to trust anything that happens, no matter what. And it's way easier to say that than to walk it out, man. Like, that's the thing. But yeah, I just wanted to make that short video, just because God had laid it on my heart, and I've been trying to surrender to make a video, and I may not get all the words right, and it may sound like I'm rambling, but I think the key thing to remember is that God's grace and His glory and His patience is a thing that we all need to strive for, that we all need to seek, in prayer, in fasting, in anything, to be able to see ourselves as servants of Him, as a people called to Him, and to just walk that out. And like, even praying earlier today, I was like, God, like, I surrender like this situation to You, like, let it be Your will. And I'm really hoping that I could have peace in whatever he plans in my life. even though I may not like it, even though I may want a certain thing right now, to know that in His timing it'll be perfect, and to just hold on to that. And yeah, so hopefully that made sense. I don't know, could be just me rambling, but basically, I guess to sum it all up would be to surrender to the Lord and wait on Him, and to seek His face, and to pray, and to be able to cast everything at His feet, to be able to worship Him, even in the down times, and even in the good times, no matter what season of life you're in, to know that He's good, and that He is God, and that He's in control. So I guess we'll see you in the next video.